On the other side, we got Luis in blue with the Chinese. Okay. Should definitely be an interesting set here. Luis had a very close and interesting set versus Dark in the previous round, and he came on top, and I don't want to say surprised us. We knew that he's an amazing player, but I kind of thought Dark would be favorite. And let's see if he can take out Viper as well. Ooh. Okay, it's a bit of a bugged map here. Now I understand what the admins were discussing. We got one pond with 3 fish and one with 5. I mean, it's not too crazy. I don't think it's worth a real, but okay. Luis actually has goats outside here. He gotta go and take, and he's going forward. Takes the dokes. He's actually gonna dock that pond with extra fish. Why doesn't Luis have extra villagers? That's a good question. That's a very good question. Maybe it's a bug in the map that doesn't allow the extra builds from Chinese. I'm not sure. Yeah, I will check it with the admin team. But yeah. Welcome, Kick Nuin. No, the bonus get activated later in Nomad maps when you build the TC, for example. But here it seems kind of bugged. I don't know if people notice it live or not, but this is not great. Alright, but yeah, well, let's see. They played this game, so Fire Resna. I mean, there are many other reasons to fire Resna for. But let's see. Luis going forward with 4 villagers. Gonna do what? Viper still not up. He's on 22 villagers. Viper did not go on water. So Luis is gonna push. We saw him trash versus Dark on Castra, I think. And it worked quite well. He was noticed as well. So why didn't anyone speak? Why didn't anyone tag the admins? I don't know how 10 did. So let's find out. Luis making... Okay, I mean, fortunately for Viper, he was not on that wood line. So in theory, that's a great tower. It just doesn't deny anything. But yeah, let's focus on the game, guys, and discuss the lab admin decisions after the game, at least. Because I really don't know what happened. I was in the office today. This was a very early series for me, 4 PM my time in an office day, so I couldn't be here. So Luis is trashing. Viper is on the way to Feudal Age with 24 villagers. Got a barracks up already, Viper, so we might see... Oh, he has a rest for Fest Castle. I guess he will do a market, being the Sarah, since he can easily do a market somewhere around here. Yeah, like that. Perfect. Market blacksmith survived. Market, blacksmith, stable, houses. What a build by Viper, okay. Maybe at an archer range too, Kappa. The main stone form still must trash. Yeah. It is lower HP walls. And no, standard 1080. Only Arena has modified the HP walls. In Wallhalla, fully stone walled. And kinda, yeah. Okay. So the Scar of Lewis is in. Viper. Oh! Classic Viper trap. Viper very heavy on the gold. Lewis is forever Feudal Age on the other side, trying to rush the market down. Oh, the trap by Viper! Beautiful. Beautiful. You don't do that versus Viper, Lewis. What do you mean for making Viper play? Why would I make him play? This is a $10,000 tournament. No, it's not even about the 10,000. Viper always played in clown events, even when we had almost no prize pool. I will never forget Viper being dressed as a clown with clown makeup for Clown Cup 3. So yeah. You only want to troll? That's part of the beauty why we love Viper, right? Like, one of the few players that I love watching. Luis really hates that market. He's trying to take it down, but it's a Saracen market. Even if you take it down, Viper can just build one for a very low price. So, like, Viper is actually messing scouts with bloodlines on the way to Castle Age. Okay, we'll go Light Kev. Going for a Siege Workshop. Luis still not up. I don't even know if he will take the market down. Still remember Master of Socotra and he donated the prize back into the tourney? Yeah, that was... Viper did it quite a few times in clown events. And he's a true delight. I met him quite a few times now and he's really, really cool. Anyway, Luis, forever Feudal Age at the moment. Finally gonna take that market down, I guess. Viper going forward with a light gun, but there is no place to do damage at the moment. Luis might be a hole here. No, there is a tree. Oh, okay. Oh, don't overchop it. Don't overchop it. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Ah, he overchopped. No, 1 tree. Oh, Viper didn't go in anyway, but 1 tree. Okay, so the market is down, but Viper already has a Mangonel. Luis putting the archers here. Okay, almost ready to go up. Luis. Viper is well. He's trying to take the towers down. Luis is 10 villagers ahead actually, along with the fishing ship, of course. He only made 2 fishing ship. Viper, you got a ground attack here, dude. Yeah, like this, perfect. Good macro by Luis. Paying attention. Trying to buy time with the repairs. Very nice macro by Luis. Still back in a heat zone. Playing a dangerous game here, Luis. Viper only 1 Mangonel and Luis is on the way to Castle Age. Those light cap did not achieve anything. Okay, Luis gives up on that tower. Luis is on stone, so he just... Okay, I was already his sell, but I didn't see the market notice. So he's just doing another tower instead, trying to keep hold of this position. Viper, I don't know what he's doing, converting a fishing ship. Okay. Luis doesn't have too many farms, actually, gotta be careful not to open this wood line. Light Kev. are getting the second fishing ship. And I don't know why Luis went forward here. Yeah, it's gonna... It should get them on. Great micro by Viper. Great micro by Viper. Luis, well, doing a decent job here. Getting 2 light kill. 1. Trying to get that Monk. He's gonna get that Monk. Good job by Luis. Viper still have 2 towers to deal with, but now Luis is already getting Botkin, so it's gonna be a bit tougher for Viper. Getting crossbow 2 for his 7 archers. Getting a stable up at home, Luis. Okay. And what is happening here? I was wondering if it's a passing issue or he just wants to make a DC here. But I don't think he knows what that was. Luis gonna use those villagers just to make a DC here? Doesn't have the wood for it. Missing 250 stone for a castle. I don't know if a castle here is worth it, to be honest. You just do a castle in one of the sides, controls the gold and the wood. Chief good mistake? Probably, yeah. Okay, here comes the TC by Luis. Viper also expanding outside with his second TC. I just don't like this TC very much. I mean, it's still wood and stone, but I kind of feel like your expert down centers should go here straight. Maybe it's too obvious if you go straight here, but a TC here would have been like so much better than a TC here. But maybe Viper just wants stone. Maybe he wants to go for Mimlux Kappa, since he cannot go for stone at home. Viper added, Luis actually added 1 camel. Deal with the light cap, okay. Okay. So this is up for Luis. This is up for Viper. Economies are dead even. 46, 45 villagers. And Luis is sending more villagers to this area. Viper wants to take that relic. Luis should not let him. Viper will still try, I feel like. Don't slap your knee. Knees are important. I know. From experience. Viper, Luis paying attention. Just finish it off with a villager, dude. Just get... Oh, or a camel, okay. Oh, okay. He can drop the relic to use as a wall. Oh, let's see. Viper, drop it. Drop it. He could have blocked the pass with the relic, but he didn't think of it fast enough, I guess. Okay, Luis being annoying here a bit with the crossbows. Viper already coming with a mangonel. Second is 30C by Luis. Paying attention here, Luis being very active. I like that. Shut up, Jorge. I pay attention to what's important. Viper, what is that second TC? 30C, but second here. Why not? I mean, yes, there is some military, but I was saying 1 TC here is bad, but 2? I'm not sure why he's doing that. Luis, Viper paying attention. Shalom, Dame Leisure. Okay, good move by Luis, getting the monk. Viper patiently waiting for an overchop, like my dog is waiting for a cucumber. Luis is 4 villagers ahead. Both have Boso, both have Force Color, no wheelbarrow. Viper has a Scorpion defending. Luis being very active with his archers. Like, Luis is always active with his archers. I noticed that, like, I don't watch him in 1v1, if at all. But I did watch him play in Rage Arena. And in all the games that I watched, he was so active with his crossbows. And it's really good from him. He's on stone here. He has a stone for a castle. Ooh. Oh yeah. He has two options. One option, safe castle here to secure this area when he already controls this area. That will be huge for him. That will be the safe play. But if he wants to be aggressive, if he wants to live dangerously, he will go for a forward castle here. But there is a Mangonel, so I gotta be careful. Okay, Luis is brave. Luis is aggressive. But he needs to snap that Mangonel. That's a lot of villagers, though. Ooh, I love that house by Viper. I love that house. Denying the camels from ECX to the Mangonel. The gates by Viper. Camel is coming. No, he cannot quick walls that, right? Oh, what a great move by Viper, seriously. But the castle will go up. It's kind of reminded me... Oh, again! But the castle is going up. Viper is just showing off right now, because... he will get the Mangonel. She will get the Mangonel. Okay, castle is up and Luis is on the way to Imperial Age. How is that happening? Viper is now going for a defensive castle here, but Luis is going to be super annoying with the crossbows. Viper actually reminded me with his move. Remembers that arena game against Running in Masters of Arena 6 maybe, where he, or was it Clown Cup, where he made 2 gates outside of his arena to deny a castle. I'm sure someone here remembers that game. It gave me flashback from good old Viper. Luis so active with his crossbows, getting more and more villagers. Actually, with 10 villager lead. Oh, Viper getting a good shot. Clown Cup 3, Chimera versus Turk. I knew Jorge is an intellectual, he would remember. Okay, now Viper still losing some builds, but getting some military killed. But Luis with a massive lead right now. He's 15 villagers ahead, and he's on the way to Imp. What a great play by Luis. And remember, guys, this is all when Luis has had a bugged map. Because he did not get the extra villagers as the Chinese. He didn't notice, and they still played. And despite that, he has a massive lead at the moment. So just imagine his lead if he did have those 3 extra villagers at the start. Range is coming up now for Luis. Getting armor, getting handcart. Viper now clicking up, but he's 2.5 minutes behind. He got 2 instead of 3? Oh, I thought he didn't get them all. Because I'm quite sure in Darkest they both had the same amount of villagers. And Viper calls a GG. Luis taking a game from Viper and looking strong here, 1-0. Okay, I guess that's why the admins didn't restart this. Because despite Luis missing villagers, he actually won the game. So very well played by Luis. Nerfed Luis taking game number 1. Let me explain the logic. Please go, Mr. Admin. Well, I'll update the drafts. Chinese beating Saracens. And Castro won by Luis. Oh boy, are you making a long post, Razna? Because you still didn't post and we're getting ready for game number 2. We realized that round minute 5-6 there was only 1 missing villager and Viper didn't even dock, which I think is a big mistake on this map, and Luis was already going forward. That kinda makes sense. So Luis already had the lead. Yeah, makes sense. If it's only 1 villager, it's fine. For some reason I thought it's 3 villagers. If it's 1, it makes sense. Yeah, it's Rex. I played earlier in the afternoon, so no spoilers, guys. And let's go for game number 2 now. Game number 2 will be on Arena. And despite all the hamster jokes, Luis is quite a good arena player. So let's see what he is going to do here. Luis playing as the Byzantines and Viper in yellow as the Portuguese. I don't know, guys. I'm a bit scared for Viper. He's already 0-1 behind. And I have seen Viper use Portuguese in Rage Arena. That did not look pretty. Yeah, so let's see. Fast Team versus Fast Team. I mean, it's possible. Both civs are good with Fast Team. Portuguese because they can add Vitórias, which basically gives them full economy when, well, being on 1TC. And Byzantines because they got the cheaper imp and the perfect castles for Trevor. You can see that unlike in the Dark Lucha set, these times the bases are quite further away from each other, which I don't know who it favors actually. Maybe it favors Viper a bit. We will see. The maps, Viper has perfect gold, bad stone, and Luis has perfect gold and stone, and only secondary gold is plebish. So I would say a better map for Luis, but completely fine for Viper too. And Raken is now thinking, why didn't I have a map like that against Vivi? But yeah, that was a really unfortunate map against that game. Why did Viper lure Boar with a scout? Because he's a pleb. Pleb. Yeah, he shouldn't do that, I feel like. But okay, maybe he learned from Winchester. Oh, I didn't notice the build. Did Viper do Lumbercamp before a meal with Portuguese? Told you he's a pleb. I always go for meal first, if I remember, with Portuguese, because going on a meal gives you wood when you get berries. That's one of their bonuses, so I feel like it's worth it. See, Dark Noob agrees with me, and Dark Noob is smart. And Viper again, luring the second boar as well with a scout. I don't like it. You need your scout on arena. I'm curious to see the strategy by both. I'm quite certain Viper will try to go organ guns, even though Byzantines have perfect mons and they get Redemption, Atonement, Sensitivity. Well, I don't know what Luis will do. I will not be surprised if Luis will go crossbows here. Maybe Viper gonna go Monk Siege. It always matters. It always matters. Even if you go Monk Siege, you want your scout to have full HP to support your villagers when going forward. Well, I mean, if he's not planning to go forward, maybe it's fine. But still, even in that case, for early monk fights, you do want to have a full HP scout. Yeah, it matters a bit less, but still matters. I don't like this. I never liked this. Winchester used to do it very often, and I always complained about him luring boars on arena. Maybe on the wall it's fine, but on arena I don't like that. So Luis is the first to go up, 23 villagers. Maybe he just saved the scout, it's possible. Okay, Viper is also up, 24 villagers, already in stone and gold. So yeah, as expected, it's gonna be organ guns, or also known as organ guns for Viper. Quite fast, a few seconds. Relics seem to be quite even, 3 kinda in the middle. 1 better for Viper, 1 better for Luis. Maybe this one is a bit better for Luis too, but... and this one is a bit better for Viper. Completely fair, the relics. Beautiful scripting. Who actually made this map? Was it Karzini? Ah, it's actually Karzini who made this map, I think. So that's why it's beautiful scripting. Good night by yellow. Wait, is that a hello good night or goodbye good night? Market blacksmiths for Luis. I was wrong. It's not archers. Could be monks for Luis. Could be a boom. Market blessings for Viper too. That's no surprise here. Luis with one idle second. Absolute amateur. And yeah, Viper will probably go for a castle at home, right? Like, he has 15 HP on his scout, he has no loom. Going forward will be very, very risky, especially when he's 0-1 behind. Because imagine you go for a forward castle, bam, Luis comes with scouts, archers, whatever. And bam, you are 0-2. Almost out of Wallhalla. So that will be excellent horse color for Luis already in. Viper now has bows as well. To fish boom, well, we just had something like that in Rage Arena, but it was a team game tournament. So it was, you could get a pond around your arena. But if you mean like back big watchers, then no. Fortress used to be somewhat like that back in the original game, but not anymore. Luis only 3 on gold, seems like he's just booming. Yeah, Luis is just going to boom. Okay. Yeah. DC on the wood and stone. DC on the wood acts as a gold. Good on centers, I would say. Getting Boso. And yeah. Big boom for Luis. Well, Viper. Monastery. Castle at home. And Boso. Okay, the biggest question is how does Viper continue from here? He has 2 options. Option 1, Castle Age aggression. Make a few organs, forward siege workshop or petards, get into Luis' base, be aggressive. Luis, spotting the castle, is already preparing a layer of defense with houses here. He has a market blacksmith here, so it will be hard for Viper to go in. Option 2 for Viper, saying, I just go to Imp. Pick up the relics, go to Imp, maybe go steal on stone, maybe second forward castle, and continue from there. I don't even know what's better against Byzantines. Viper dynasty. Yeah, basically over. Let's see what Viper will do. First, he's picking up the relics. Why not? Great economy boost. Imp cannons. The issue is with Byzantines, you can go up very fast with a 3DC boom. You go up like 60 villagers, boom to Imp, and then you just go Arbalest. I really don't know. Let's see what Viper will do. Yeah, Viper is gonna push with Siege Workshop, I like that. The issue is, organs have been nerfed and nerfed and nerfed and nerfed. So now, one Mangonel is more than enough to stop them. And if Luis will do that, for now he's doing houses. He should just do a siege workshop. He should guess that something like this is coming. He's on stone already, so he's doing a small stone wall here. Getting a loom. If he will go for Mangonels, Viper will have to switch to Redemption Monks. Or not switch, just get Redemption. He already has 3 monks, no sense if he has though. And I just remember something. Remember that back in the original game, if a monk would pick a relic, he would get the extra... Was it extra HP or extra armor? I don't even remember. But something was fishy there with the monks. I think they got 15 extra HP upon collecting a relic. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. Luis with a big stone wall here. Going for an arena inside of an arena. Viper is pushing with a ram. Yeah, I know. I mentioned that there were only worth these relics many times in past streams, but there was also something with relics that if you were carrying a relic, like you would have extra armor or something. Like you needed extra hits with scouts if a monk was carrying a relic. But oh well. Okay, Viper healed his scout a bit and now he has more HP than Louis. Getting fair war. Louis... I'm just not understanding why we don't have a siege workshop from Louis yet. Where are the defensive mangonels, Louis? How are we going to stop? Like, what's the plan to stop this? Or is he just gonna drop a castle? Viper expecting monks, getting devotion, and not realizing that Louis doesn't even have a monastery. But yeah, I would also expect monk defense. Okay, defensive castle by Louis. I mean, the defense is not bad. It's not something I would go for. But Viper cannot do damage with a castle going up. Can maybe push on the TC. He's forever castle age. And Louis is ready to go to Imp, guys. He's Byzantines, yeah. He straight clicks up to Imp as a castle going up. Viper is not doing the damage. Louis with more and more walls, but Viper will be through. The issue is only 2 rams. But the problem for Louis is no military. Finally a siege workshop. Finally, should have done it a long time ago. Okay, fortunately for Louis, that is not the Imp TC. Remember that Byzantines have stronger buildings. They get masonry and architecture, I guess, for free. So Saturn Centuries have more HP than standard TCs. You can see 3120 compared to 2400. So it's hard to take down. Redemption now for Viper. Finally getting his first few villagers. 4 of them, and taking the TC down. Louis, I don't see the TC going down. I mean, if there was no wall, could have been a problem for him. Viper comes with mangonels too. Also check his economy. He might be going up soon. If he didn't do the redemption, he could have maybe clicked up in the next minute. Louis, I don't like the tower at all. Okay, finally a mangonel from Louis, but Viper already got redemption. Are we gonna get an insta? No insta. But the tower and mangonel together could be good for Louis, who is now getting botkin. Viper still pushing, gotta be very careful here. Louis can get a massive shot on the organs. Monks are coming, is Viper just gonna dive under the tower? Let's see, the organs are chasing the mangonel, getting villagers. Louis still has a massive 20 villager lead, but the tower seems to be going down. Louis trying to keep to do the repairs, but Louis gets the mangonel, but also gets his own tower, and now the monk is there. The monk is there, but he's low HP. Louis can shoot at the monk, actually. Bracer now for Louis. Few organs dying to the castle. More villagers are going down. Viper is on the way to Imp. He's only 11 villagers behind. Gotta be careful with the mangonels. Maybe it's not over yet. Whereas the monks from Viper, only that monkeys are converting university. No, he's going to convert the mangonel. But monk is dead. And you see how bad organ guns are against siege, like they're just not getting the kill. And okay, all the organs here will die, but Viper is still pushing here. And Viper has a stone for another castle. Are we gonna get a forward castle now for Viper? I think he's still in a good position. Because he did kill 16 villagers, which is quite nice. And he's Portuguese, so he can just add Vitorias and get a full economy. And he's the one with the monks. We all know that monks are OP or bad, depends if you're a clown or not. Louis adding ranges now. I'm gonna get to see some skirms. I don't hate the bracer. I mean, it helped him with the castle. Look at the range of that castle, making the rush by Viper tougher. Actually getting some mangonels also. The castle killed 4 units, not bad, but he's also gonna use a bracer for skirm, so arbalest, whatever he's going for. Oof. Right in the keys here is that Monk gets wrecked. Viper, 3 monasteries. Still not going for an extra castle. Russian University, now he'll get chemistry, I guess. Yeah, he'll just add Vitorius, it seems. Right? Yeah. Instantly adding Vitoria upon reaching him, and that Vitoria instantly getting him housed. So Viper has to rush those houses. Getting chemistry. Remember, he has ballistic cannons. Allows a reroll by Luis, buying himself some time from the aggression of Viper. Luis playing around with Mongola. Viper! Viper! Oh yeah, Viper noticing the last seconds. Luis could have killed a lot here, actually, if that shot was on time. Well, the schedule is a bit the other way around. We did Lucho Doubt, now we are doing Viper Luis, and we will do Kingston and Villessa as the final set of today. And tomorrow we have no live games, but on Wednesday we might have 3 sets, at least 2 for sure. Shalom, Mama Goose. Chemistry for Luis. 26 villagers lead, but we have 2 Vitorias for Viper, so who has the better economy now? I think Viper already with the better economy. And he will definitely add more Vitorias, but Luis should keep booming. Can resign from work, but what will I eat? How will I pay the bills? How will I get the cookie supply? Ballistics for Luis. Viper pushing. Do we have already block printing? I guess we should. Yes, of course. Luis working on those crossbows. I mean, I feel like the defense was good and it would have worked versus any other Silva Portuguese. Because Viper is only back into this game because he can do Vitorias. Imagine if he had no Vitorias, like Luis would have been at a better spot. You are wrong, Dark. How dare you question me? Arquebus is going in now, so those cannons of Viper will have ballistics. Wife will provide. I'm not actually no, it's only cannons, right? Or no, right? Don't ask me tough questions. Okay, Luis is coming forward now. Viper with the instats. Crossbows are diving on the cannons. Viper got a micros them, losing 1 cannon. Organs are there. Oh, it affects organs? How should I know that? I'm not 2K. I'm 22 plus. Nice split by Luis, getting the monks. Insta-in. Siege engineers for Viper. He's on 4 Vitorias at home. And he's already heading stables. I mean, only Portuguese can do this. With 1 DC, 6 farms, he's gonna spam Cavaliers. And Luis doesn't really have the economy to do much. Well, he has enough for cannons and crossbows, but cannot even afford arbalest. Switch to pikemen will be tough, despite him being Byzantines and having the cheaper pikemen. But I feel like Viper is the great spot here. Dark Noob, do you have any other hobbies than being mean to me? Imagine Dark in a job interview, like, do you have any hobbies? Oh, there is that one streamer I watch who I like making fun of. Okay, remember when Luis had crossbows or cannons or military? One crossbow, one monk, one trap, one mangonel. Okay, masonry now, husbandry for Viper. Working on those cavaliers, +2 armor. Luis will not be ready for them. The think skirms should counter organs. No, they already counter everything. Fix your knee. Luis, do we have any chance here, Luis? I don't think he has a chance. Being in doubt stream. That's a good hobby. Okay, Luis dodging the cannons with ballistics, but now the cavaliers are coming. Luis has one monk. Is that enough to hold against cavaliers? Well, if it's only 2, then yes. But if more are coming and more are coming, then no. Viper catching those villagers here. So Luis is back to below 100 villagers. Architecture for Viper. And Luis is trying to micro 4 crossbows, 5 crossbows against 5 cannons with ballistics. This is the most hamster thing I've ever seen. And Luis is actually getting 2 cannons. Look at him dance, but Viper says, get the hell out of my game, just don't kill your own castle, Viper. I did many times, not recommended, but now the cavaliers start coming. Tumbling is in for Luis. He's still holding. But I think Viper has this game. I was kind of worried for Viper when his push wasn't achieving much, when the castle of Luis got up, but Viper did not panic. Got the imp, got those Vitorias. Luis is trying to push with one cannon, but Viper is paying attention, he's microing. Cavaliers are in, Luis not getting the insta. Those cavaliers, now final armor is in. Luis trying to snipe the cannons. Viper with the ground attack. All the arbalists are dead. Castle is down and Luis GG's out. Very well played by Viper. And he's back into the series, guys. Viper not washed anymore. 1-1. Statistics. Kill to death ratio. 90 to 60. Better for Viper. His economy was better. Power of Vitorias. More villagers for Luis, of course, because Viper had, well, Vitorias as villagers, and Viper with more APM. Alright, so 1-1. Viper is back, winning Arena. Portuguese against Byzantines, and now it's gonna be home map of Luis, which will be Bastion or Hill Fort. Let's see. It's gonna be Bastion. Bastion. Alright, so in blue, Luis with the Spanish. We have seen Doubts dominate today on this map with the Spanish. And, well, I like the Spanish on this map. I mean, every time that you start with a castle and you have Spanish, that should be good for you, right? So let's see. On the other side, Viper with Lithuanians. Okay, kings are on the outside already scouting. So let's see what Viper is going to do. I mean, I'm quite certain what Luis is going to do. He will try to fast castle. But Viper might have to go for some feudal age aggression. You watch football? I used to watch way more. Now almost not. Now I only play. Okay. We have seen very crazy builds on this map since you start with registered start. You can go up to feudal age with like 11 villagers. We have even seen 8 villagers fast feudal by a certain beer drinker. Oh, let's see. Thank you, Dark Noob. Okay, the kings might meet outside, negotiate. Rus maybe. Luis already walling. Yeah, kind of like Daldit, why not? You want to be able to pass castle without any interference, so... Fat Ronaldo? Oh... I would say Filippo Inzaghi, if someone remembers him. I always stand in the offside line as a striker, trying to catch the defense off guard.
See?
Oh yeah, so Viper is the first to go up with 18 villagers. Luis is fully walled. Yeah, Luis is definitely fast castle in here. Dude, when I was young, Inzaghi was a striker. Inzaghi was hot when I was young. I'm 37, yeah. Back in my days... Ooh, there is a whole Luis. His brother was also a good player, like Simeone was also a good striker. He played for Lazio. Okay, we are discussing football because not much is happening at the moment. Viper, I don't see him actually going for any skirms or so at the moment. He might go for the main castle, but he's just gonna fast castle. Yeah, Market Blacksmith, okay. So Viper seems to be going for Monk defense, I guess. What does it even mean? Sucks. Which Inzaghi was better? Filippo. Cannavaro was sick too, man. Football was different back then. Football was more fun back then. For sure. But I guess every generation says that. Ooh, Luis trying to catch a villager here. Viper has no loom, and Luis doing quite a bit of damage. So very active with his scout. Luis, very nice. King should have auto explore. That would lead to some dangerous scenarios. Okay, kings are safe in the castle. None of them is going for the monument yet, which can give you extra gold. But I guess in castle we might see that. Viper has two options here, guys. Option one, boom. Option two, monks. I don't see him going for ladies, for example. That would be silly. But let's see. Maybe actually. Ooh, that could be sick. Viper don't lose a villager. Viper might lose a villager. Oh, the quick wall. Nice catch by Luis. Oh! Okay. Was it worth it? I don't know. Losing a scout, but getting a villager. Monument does not offer a win condition, but it gives you the equivalent of 1.5 relics. So if you clean all the guy units and you leave a unit here, not leave, you just need to capture it, but it can be captured back. You get 1.5 relics, like 3 gold income, no win condition. Okay, so okay, look at this master Masterpiece by Viper. Boom! Into Heal Fort, unique tech. To defend against Conquistadors. Do you think it can work? We will see. Luis in Castle, going for the conks already. Viper second PC, Boso, he has one monastery, so you also do some monks. Did Viper see all the relics? That's Luis. Viper, he sees 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we have 4 relics, let me make sure. Yeah, we have 4, so yeah, Viper sees them all. And he needs them as a Lithuanians, of course, for the longer game if he'll get there. Conks are already coming. Viper can of course see that, actually getting a hit on that conk with the monk. With the spearman, but yeah. I think it might work. Thank you, Ande, for being so joyful today. Shut up, Dark. No, why are you so toxic? I remember Zerp. Okay. Another snipe by Luis at the second at villager for Viper. Villager numbers are still even though, because Luis is on 1 DC. Also got a monastery up. It's quite important, even if he doesn't really go for the relics, he needs a monastery to get devotion. Only now Loom for Viper. Okay, that's a bit weird. Thank you for the raid, Mr. Planner, you delight. Viper... I don't know, it's gonna be rough. The pressure on Viper will be serious here. His woolen here is quite exposed. He's expanding to the outside, which is safer at the moment. But Viper losing another villager. Luis very, very active. Okay, Luis now adding his second home center on the outside. Viper paying attention this time. He's ready. Hopping in. Only 5 working farms though from Viper. That's not great, but now he can take the shorefish here with the villagers. Great food source. Luis doing houses. Okay. Be more active with the conks now. I complimented that, Luis, and now you're just sending them back. Why? You always need to be here, waiting for a moment to strike. One light is for Viper, actually. Kings are safe in the castle, so no chance of mistakes there. Rematch, if you saw that live. Please no spoilers, of course. We're casting Rex, it is known. I have no idea what the result is, so... Yeah. I was avoiding the... Wallhalla Discord the whole day. Because of that, okay. Luis again. Hoovering, getting a kill. It's already 4 dead villagers. And ooh, monks are there. Luis with no devotion, getting the kill. Right, we don't have devotion. No devotion. Viper's 3 villagers ahead has been driven for Luis, so his conks will be even better at trading. Second extra TC by Luis, which is a third TC, of course. And another kill. Luis so active. What did I tell you? I'm so smart sometimes. Heal fort indeed for Viper, so those Tom Sangers will get the +3 range, making it quite easier to defend against the conks. Yeah, his woodline will still be exposed, so you gotta be careful, but it will be much nicer for him now. Look at that range! Luis? Luis? No insta. And even Fletchy now for Viper, okay. So... Oof. Villager number is the same. Devotion now for Luis. Game is completely even at the moment. I don't think we have ever gotten to like post-imp on Bastion. Games either end in Castle Age, early in Castle Age, or the moment one of them reaches imp. So I really am curious to see how a long game gets played out on the outside and on the inside. Maybe we'll get there now. For a second I thought it was a king, but then just a silly monk. Did Viper delete the house? That's listening. I didn't notice that, but I'm not sure. Let's get another devotion. Third devotion. Should Luis try to go for the monument now? Yeah, you ask and Luis delivers. Why not? Yeah, he should definitely get it. I mean, he's healing the conks a bit. He's now on the outside as well, Luis. But Viper has a disease there already, so it's the 4 town centers for the Viper and 3 for Luis. Viper getting wheelbarrow. Both are getting wheelbarrow now. So Luis catching the monument now. So yeah, he will get a small economy boost here with that monument. I guess now Viper, I mean, he still has a long way to get to him. Look at Luis' farming economy, actually. Wow, 33 on food already, while Viper only has 21. And for Viper, it's gonna be even tougher to get to him because he has to support 4 town centers compared to 3 from Luis. And Viper not paying attention. Losing 1 more villager, already 6 dead villagers. Oh yeah. Look at Luis, guys. He's ready to go to imp. I don't know what Viper is gonna do against that. Might have to go all in skirms. Well, he's already doing some skirms. We do love skirms, right? Already has fletching, but he has only 1. Okay, 2 ranges actually. Okay. And Luis is up. I was gonna suggest that Luis might need to do a forward castle to push really well. And he didn't have the stone, but notice how many villagers he has on stone. 12 villagers, so should be able to get enough stone for a castle soon enough. And he's already buying stone, maybe. Yeah, he's already buying stone, so definitely a good move by Luis. The question is, does the Viper have enough to deny that castle? Elite Skirmisher is coming in now, Ballistics, Botkin, maybe just in time, but those are Spanish villagers. He will not deny that castle, I think. Hadir Raja, thank you for the raid. Welcome to Wallhalla, guys. We got Luis pushing a castle on Viper's face. That's a great castle, putting the pressure towards Viper's castle, denying those, not denying, but basically destroying his 2 town centers. And Viper is in trouble. Viper is in trouble. He is now, has his neurons activated. I know the town centers, knowing that he has to get to imp now. Sell wood, sell stone, buy food, neurons activated, let's go. How dare you question my beautiful casting voice? Armor now for Viper, on the way to imp, getting the armor. Luis dancing with his conquistadors. Siege workshop for Luis. What can Viper do? Can he hold, guys? He's gonna expand to this wood line. Luis is gonna make traps. Viper gotta be careful of the king now. Where is the king? In the TC, okay. In the imp TC. Ah, the zoom level. Well, we want to see everything sometimes. It looks pretty. Like, Capture Age allows that, so why not use a few sick features by Buzzy, Serums, and Brew and Co. Okay, Sensitivity and second armor for the skirms of Viper. He's 2 villagers ahead still, but Luis is definitely the one pushing. Wanna take those 2 town centers down. Another castle outside for Luis is finally might be the long games that we were asking for. There is no hole, right? Yeah, there is a tree here. And that's gonna be another castle by Luis. It's gonna be aggressive. 9 conquistadors only for him, so that's one of the few. Oh! No, he did. Now Luis is missing 2 stone, and he's not on stone anymore. So now he has to buy 100 stone to do a new castle. Viper isn't in. Getting conscription, getting block printing. Oh, he now can get bracer. Maybe the push by Luis was not enough. Viper expanding outside with stone centers, capturing the monument actually. Okay. I still don't know who has this game, to be honest. Voitas, thank you so much for the prime. New sub, welcome dude. Appreciate that. Redemption now for Viper. So Viper's gonna... Why do we need redemption monks? I mean, monks are great. Don't get me wrong. Who am I to question monks? Just how can you have 2 power units like skirms and monks together? It's unfair. Oh, maybe he can convert the traps. No, he'll be in the range of the castle. Okay, but the skirms are attacking the trap and the conks. Luis with the conk dance. Insta, what was that conversion? Luis doing the famous English dance known as, I don't know, but yeah, I don't think it was a good fight for him. Luis also expanding more wisdom centers, getting, I don't know what that was, maybe a Lightis. He's 9 villagers ahead, but less military, and he doesn't really have military. He's got only conquistadors, and the skirms are just destroying them. Viper should repair that castle. Yeah, getting the trap. Okay. Working. Cavaliers from Luis. Okay, that's interesting. That does kind of counter the skirms, right? Counter skirms. Viper is a bit housed, getting chemistry, getting fair war, getting a castle. So yeah, I was asking for a long Bastion game for the first time, and we're getting one. I don't know how long it will be, but it's longer than all that we had till now. And trap sniped. And now Viper is gonna take that castle down. But Viper will need to find a solution to deal with the Cavaliers. He's getting a few lighties now. He has 2 relics. So only +2 attack for his lighties. I don't think he will be able to fight Cavaliers and Conquistadors with lighties. Maybe he will need some pikemen or more monks. I don't know. Let's see though. It's not like Luis has crazy numbers. 9 conks, 9 cavaliers. Okay, now he knows about the cavaliers. Monk is waiting. Conks are going for the monk. No, snipe another villager. Both already lost 13 villagers. Cavaliers are coming, lighties are waiting for them, the skirms are doing the damage, 1 cavalier converted, insta, what was the conversion? Luis still dancing. Luis still dancing, but remember when Luis said to me, oh, come on, no, the traps are just waiting for that castle, and Viper says, well, okay then. The castle will go up just to go down. Viper for now not getting too scared by the Cavaliers. He's not switching to pikemen or anything, just messing those ladies. Yeah, his economy is good, but Louis' economy is also good. Both are fully boomed. 41 farmers for Louis, 45 for Viper. 3 plus 2 attack now for his... not plus 2 attack, second upgrade. It's plus 4 attack actually, because he has 2 relics and a second armor. But the monks are really helpful here. Like, you might think it's only 2 monks, but it's so annoying when you think, oh, I might take a good fight, and then you hear that. Well, if you're using my mod, but yeah, and this mod. But if it's under, it's ours. Well, Louis lost all of his military. His push is over, and Viper is going forward. 31 military, 2-7. Bit surprised that none is raiding on the outside. They're only fighting in the middle. And Viper is going for conversions. You want to convert the siege workshops, the barracks. And Louis just deleted the siege workshop. I guess that's fine. Maybe she deletes the barracks too. Okay. DC is down. Louis is raiding a bit here, but it's all 2 Cavaliers, and remember, Viper has Hill Fort. King is in the castle. Viper is getting close to it. For now, he's clearing all the buildings here. Louis losing a lot of farming economy. How does he still have 49 farmers? I think he just didn't reset. I think he still counts those villagers, maybe? Or am I wrong? Let's see. 22. 37. Okay, that makes more sense now. Doesn't count them. Elite Light is for Viper. Louis trying to snipe the trap, but he will get it. Okay. Viper with more castles in his economy just to be safe. Look how defending his economy is. Castle here, castle here, castle here. Basically, all this area is defended perfectly by castles. Louis gonna make a castle here. Okay, his economy is less defended. Oh, yeah, it's also quite defended. You know what? Maybe this area is exposed. Pikeman switch for Louis now. Not giving up on this game. Why should he? Still on 135 villagers. Still has Cavaliers. Castle gets denied for now. Ooh, Viper without bloodlines! Viper without bloodlines and husbandry! Oh no! But he's still looking good here. That castle is not going up. Villagers are falling down. In the middle, Viper is cleaning everything, converting houses even. Getting handcart now, town watch, hubs for Louis. Well, the Elite Light is, even without bloodlines, with 2 relics, are destroying the Cavaliers. Louis losing more and more military. Viper has traps only on the outside now, so it'll be tough to push on the castle, but yeah, if he's out sniping the king, it should be the game of Viper. Finally, Viper realized no bloodlines, getting it now. Getting more and more ranges. Now maybe pushing towards the castle. Ooh. I mean, the castle will go up. He's Spanish, might lose a villager or 2. Needs to notice fast. Yeah, good reaction by Luis. But that's a lot of ladies, and not enough helps to stop them. And Viper with a forward castle that says, dude, get out of my game. Castle is surrounded, and Luis calls a GG out. Supremacy Villager King time, it could have been hilarious, but Luis didn't have a Supremacy and didn't go for it. And yeah, well played by Viper. I mean, Luis started this game so well with the Conquistador raids, but Viper defense was solid. Got to the skirms, and skirms are unstoppable. So 2-1 for Viper, coming back from 0-1, and now he needs only one more victory to cause me problems with scheduling, because he will be... Ah, wait, no, he will not cause me problems with schedule, because I already played. Viper knew that he's going to the garrisons, that's why he played very early today with Luis. And yeah, 2-1 for Viper. Let's see what we have left in the draft. So, Bastion lost by Luis. Spanish losing to Lithuanians. And now it should be Hillfort, the second home map of Luis. Welcome, LGH TME. Let's go. Oh yeah, Hillfort. Let's see what we got. Luis in blue with the Georgians. And Viper in yellow with the Romans? Romans on Hillfort? What is that? Okay. What is Viper cooking here? I feel like Hillfort is more suitable for mobile civs like Georgians. So Viper definitely wants to go for Scorpions, I guess. And why else would one go for Romans? No one's gonna go Legionaries or so. So we'll see. Welcome to the stream, LGHTME. Thank you so much for the prime, appreciate that. Okay, I think Luis might trash here. And is Viper preparing for a trash? He's doing a very early barracks. Luis getting very early loom. That's not because he wants to go forward, maybe he still wants to go forward, but that's because he's housed. And okay. Yeah, Luis getting all of his deers very early. They're gonna rot quite fast. I think it's somewhat of a waste, but okay. Is Viper cooking something? Are we gonna see militia or what? Okay, maybe Viper just did the barracks to be as his second building, because he doesn't want to mill. And he doesn't want to make a mining camp. Or he does? He does. Then I don't understand the early barracks. I mean, he can go up already? Yeah, and he's up. Okay, that was his second building. Luis is up faster with 2 villagers less. And yeah, Luis is trashing. We expected that. But Viper is not preparing militia, which makes me a bit sad. The issue is, yeah, okay, I was gonna say Viper will still need to do a mill, because he will have to do farms, and now he's doing the mill on Zabex. He didn't even lure Zabex. No, you cannot see the... Oh, he can see the barracks, okay. Why didn't I think he cannot see the barracks? Of course he can see the barracks. But it doesn't deter Luis away. He's gonna make a tower on... Oh, he doesn't see the woodland, but he knows there is a woodland here. Or maybe he just wants to do it here. Where is Reson to fix the schedule? Schedule is this, and then we'll go for Vilesa versus Kingstone as a final set of round of 32. Archie range for Luis. And, well, Viper just got a Feudal Age. Got some hits on his scout, but no problem. Luis with the forward tower. Loom for Viper. Doing the counter tower. Getting the hit on the scout. Okay. Ooh, look at Viper being active with a scout and a spearman. Luis is coming with an archer. But the tower will not go up. And Luis actually getting Viper scout. Gotta save the low HP villager. Good micro by Luis. But his tower is gone. Maybe it's not too bad for Luis, because now Viper spent his stone on the tower. Luis deleted it and he still has the stone for his own tower. So yeah, he just does it here, but here it doesn't do any damage. Weird, okay. Hello, Wally. Oh yeah, you are right. It's round of 16, not 32. I'm a pleb. Didn't change it after that set. Okay, so Viper bit less idle time, so it's a bit ahead in economy. And in a blacksmith. He has an archer range already. He's doing archers of his own, just like Luis. Yeah, not the greatest mind can by Viper. Maybe he did it under pressure. Maybe he wanted to do it. Who are we to judge the Viper? Okay, those are fortified palisade, not normal palisade, and he's fighting downhill. They go down quite slow. Viper already has stone for another tower since he's on stone. Luis is not on stone, so he has to push with villagers, and Viper says, well, hello, Luis, slow reaction. Losing one villager. Was not expecting those archers, I think. Be like San Martino.
Salve. Salve.
Okay, Luis trying to find a spot to do damage from Viper going outside. Can Viper do damage anywhere? No. Okay. It's not now. Fletching for Luis. He has a stone for another tower now. He went on stone with a mule cart here. This could be a great tower on the gold, but, well, Viper should counter tower if he sees that. Yeah, rest collected are just insane for Viper. Power of Roman economy compared to, well, Georgians also have a very good economy, actually. But still, that's a huge advantage for Viper at the moment. But Viper has Kerm, so basically over, right? Yeah, Viper has to lose his tower, he needs to defend his gold. Well, he's forward here, but cannot really reach the villagers of Luis. Tower is up. Can he deny? No, okay, it was 99% already when I was asking that. Okay. Towers, unlike military, don't have heal advantage. So it's not like Viper is doing more damage here if he had villagers inside, because he doesn't, so... Yeah, Viper is gonna lose a tower, I guess. Okay. Luis cleaning the archers here. Look at Viper Wrestle, look at his economy. So much better, and he will definitely go up first. Market now for Viper.
Eus.
Cannot go up yet, even if he uses a market. He's getting there. So you don't get less damage. Okay.
Salve.
Skirms versus Skirms. Luis was not expecting that. I don't know what he was doing there. Gonna lose all of his Skirms. Bye bye Skirms. Viper, 2 villagers ahead here, Luis, with 45 idle seconds. Viper gonna go for another tower. Castles. Wait, okay, now you confused me a bit. Do towers do bonus damage to military, same as castles, but they don't do it to buildings? Maybe that's a thing? Because they do bonus damage to units. I think it's only tower versus towers, so towers to buildings. Where are all the intellectuals in the chat to correct me, if needed? Viper is on the way to Castle Age, getting the gold upgrade, already got double detects on Horsecolor. Luis without Horsecolor. That's bad, he has a lot of farms. And he's ready to go up now as well. Explain, Ande. We cannot compare because Luis has 5 archers and Viper has... Okay, let's see. 4 archers do 21 damage. 5 archers... No, wait. 5 archers do 21 damage. I'm confused. I know, both have 5 now. I don't know. I give up. I'm trying to explain towers. Gold upgrade for Luis. Viper is 1 minute and 10 seconds faster to Castle Age. Siege Workshop from Viper, so he's gonna clean it with one gun else, I guess. Or maybe he can also go Scorpions. Luis trying to deny the Siege Workshop. Being a bit annoying. Siege Workshop will go up though. Should go up. Luis can get a villager, maybe Knight coming out. Siege Workshop is up and we're getting rams. It's gonna be Knights and rams by Viper to clean those towers. I like that, and he also has crossbows now and skirms. Look at those lines, so many towers. Both, so Luis, what is he gonna do once he reaches Castle? He'll do Botkin. Maybe, no, that would be too much to do University and to do Guard Tower upgrade. Towers are made to go down anyway. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen with those towers. Ram is coming, Viper should send 1 villager for repairs. There is a Knights crossbow, Botkin for Luis. Trying to hurt those archers. Viper trying to dance, losing 1. Knights taking damage, villagers popping out. Luis, good micro by Luis. Keeping the villagers alive, but he will start losing towers. It's like he has a stable or anything, he cannot switch to Knights. So he should, I mean, he's Georgians. 1 tower down, second will follow. Crossbows are coming. Villagers popping out.
This is the most intellectual casting I've seen. Overwhelmed.
Thank you so much, bro, you delight. You beautiful, beautiful delight. Scorpion now from Viper. Sick Brew is one of the few players that got enemy loss in this tournament. Damn you, Brew. Even without like scheduling. Okay, Scorpions doing the damage on the crossbows. All the towers are going down. It's your fault. Okay, Viper doesn't have a lot of military now. Maybe he gotta repair that Scorpion. Not able to repair it. Luis been very active with his crossbows. Adding a second DC now. Viper already has a second DC on the right side of the map. He's 4 villagers ahead. Crossbows are running away. Viper killed everything, tried to chase down those villagers with 2 crossbows and a skirmishers. They're very low HP, so they will not make it. Viper. Yeah. Got both. Good catch by Viper. Wheelbarrow for Luis, already 9 villager different. We got another TC for Luis. Church at home, which given his seaman economy boost in a very nice area with lumberjacks and farms and gold miners. Another TC by Viper here. Wheelbarrow for Viper, same for Luis. Both for Luis. Viper has it already. Looking good for Viper, I would say. I really don't know what Georg actually... I guess it will be like... If it goes to a long game. Scorpions for Viper. That means... Maybe Orangers for Luis. Okay, good catch by Luis. Getting a villager, but the tower will go down. And night is coming though, and Viper, well, just leaves. But no, he's gonna lose the rams, right? Monastery for Viper.
Salve.
Okay, Viper definitely having a better boom here. 10 villagers ahead, but now both on street and center, so it should even out. Rest collected. 1k more for Vipers. He has a better economy, but Luis is still in the game. Let's see if Luis can take us to game number 5. That's a great castle by Viper. Gonna defend all of his economy here, so all his corner will be safe. Luis is just coming there, so the timing is absolutely perfect for Viper. What is Viper going to check here? If it's well, yeah, he's gonna check if it's closed or not. Okay, we got a monastery here for Viper too. Not sure why he has so many monasteries. But okay. Luis with DC number 4 actually. Scorpion is there. Luis trying to break through. Now the monk will scare them away. But yeah, good micro for Viper. Ooh, where are we going, Viper? This is not the time to go. Insta. What was that conversion? And university wall by Viper. Luis actually with a score lead. Even though Viper has much better economy. And look at that! Not something you see every day. Centurions from Viper. Is it Centurions or Centaurians? I don't know. You see number 4 for Viper too. Luis can see that. I love the outpost by Luis. But he has no military nearby, so he cannot deny the TC. He's a troll. Viper would never troll. Kent. Kentarians. Centaurians. You're a Centaur. Zentarians. Husbandry. Luis? Redemption? And Sanctity? Who are you? Luis with 5 monks converted a monastery. What a time to be alive. Let's go. Prolifics for Viper. Okay, could work for the Scorps too, but he has only 1. Leica for Luis. Shut up, Resna. Ooh, the Scorpion is there now with ballistics, and the monks getting instas on the knight. The Centaurians are now coming back. Viper, I don't know. Are we queuing for something?
Salve.
Is a new iPhone being released? What is happening here? I don't know what happens there. But Viper is cleaning everything now. The Scorpions are getting the crossbows, the monks are getting the instas. Centaurians are helping with the rest. The Mon getting an insta. What was the conversion? Luis is on the way to him, guys. Luis is on the way to him. Viper adding another town center to see number 5. But Luis is imping. Viper really hated outpost. Okay. Luis doing a castle at home. I mean, his best move would be Monaspas, I guess. That's why he's going heavy on the stone here. So yeah, it seems like he's gonna go for Monaspas. But he doesn't have the castles for now to support it. $50 Kent. Okay, more Scorpions for Viper. He's now up to 1 minute slower. He placed 5 barracks just to delete them. Oh, because he saw the outpost. Nice move for Viper, I guess. Because he's not doing them anywhere else. Maybe that's all the supports. Maybe he's like, okay, he will see my barracks if I go for them. So let's not lose that. And yeah, he's doing them on the other side, where Luis also sees them. So it doesn't really matter, but okay. Yeah, Luis knows about the base of Viper. He was here earlier, when the castle was just going up. Castle by Luis, defending kind of all of this area, even though it's quite exposed at the front. And Luis can't see the barracks, so it's gonna be pikemen for Viper. So yeah, I guess it's pikeman Scorpion versus Monaspas. Big problem for now for Luis is that his production is not great. He has only 2 castles, so it's really hard to spam Monaspas. While on the other side, Viper has at least 8 barracks, I guess. So he would... oh, 7, okay, I thought he lost a barracks at home. So, like, Luis cannot compete with the numbers. He's getting block printing, chemistry, final armor, but... well, his economy is now better, you know, and he's adding ranges. Maybe Cav Archers? No, but Cav Archers also like Scorpions. I really don't know what Luis should do here. Viper now with the Halb upgrade, getting the +2 armor, which is +4 for Romans. Because they get double the upgrades. Let's see, +4. Cleaning them on Aspas, getting devotion just because he got scared of the monk. Forward castle by Viper. Luis does have the economy lead still. 18 villagers ahead. Viper with the quick gate. Sick. Getting more and more damage done on those Monaspas, deleting the gate to let the halves through. And those Monaspas did not achieve much at all. So that was great move by Viper. No traps. We have a trap incoming for Luis. We need to try and take the castle down with traps from this side. Monaspas are still raiding. Viper has to fix the idols. Gonna do some houses with them because he's housed. +2 armor for what? For the Centaurians? Oh yeah, it's 10 cannoneers for Luis. 10 cannoneers just dies to Scorpions too. Viper still without the heavy Scorpion. Getting chemistry. Luis with an interesting castle on his hill. But he already has a castle here. Oh well. Because he wants to control this area. Shut up, Jorge. Luis is raiding a bit. 15 villager lead for him still. Castle's going up. Siege engineers for Viper. That's what I kinda hate about Hillfort, that since you don't have good wood lanes at home, those villagers kinda start going crazy when the wood runs in and they go to chop random trees on the hill and they walk for so long. Viper gonna lose a castle here. I love the wall by Luis. You're goddamn right. And Martino should just give up by now and change his nickname. That's a so without siege engineers even trained well versus Scorpion with siege engineers. Yeah, I feel like it depends on the micros of players. Cause those Scorpions, I don't even know. If you nerf them a bit, they become useless again. So I don't know what to do about Scorpions. Oh, are we gonna get some Swan Towers by Luis? Giving Viper a taste of his own medicine, because he did it against Target in the previous round. Finally, Heavy Scorpion is in for Viper, getting chemistry, getting Captrum, final armor for his targets. We got a random ram getting into Viper's base. Viper getting some kills here. Yeah, we need rams for Viper, I guess, to push here to Blinza. Yeah, no, siege ram for Viper, Swan Tower indeed for Luis, but got to upgrade those towers. Those are still only watchtowers, and those are Roman Scorpions. And yeah, one siege ram is in. I don't think Luis can stop that. Even now it will be tough. Viper is fully popped. 73 more military. Scorpions, siege rams, house, while Luis is going mainly heaviers, and heaviers will just die to the Scorpions. He has some monks to get conversions, but yeah, all the towers are going down. This one tower was absolutely useless now for Luis. And yeah, I feel like Viper is actually ready to go for the castle. I don't know why he's playing it safe. He can just back the traps and the siege rams forward. And can really do horribly against siege rams and Scorpion. And only Monaspas can save Luis, but he has only 5. Okay, Viper loading his tanks with halves. And choo-choo, train is coming. Yeah, Romans get siege rams. Yeah, he did get Swan Towers. Alright, I think once the castle falls, and it will fall, I don't see a chance to save it. We'll get the GG. Monaspas are now coming. Actually, most Scorpions went down. Where's the Scorpions from Viper? He has 0 Scorpions now. He's still pushing. He should take the castle down even without Scorpion support. There are no like no Monaspas to kill the rams. Scorpions don't do almost any damage. He has to convert the rams maybe. Oh man, he's gonna convert the rams. Can he save the castle? 1 ram converted, just finish! Yeah, castle is down, okay. Where's the Scorpions? He's mathing them again. Villager numbers the same, rest collected the same, but I feel like Viper's military is just stronger. On the topic of heal bonus for towers, generally towers have the same heal bonus as saucer buildings and units. Heal bonus only is to the main projectiles, which is the case of tower versus tower. It does 0 damage. So heal bonus is calculated on 0 damage, which then becomes 1 minimum damage. The 4 secondary projectiles are not affected by the heal bonus and just do the bonus 5 damage they got against. Okay, okay. So I knew they don't do damage in tower versus towers or bonus damage, I just didn't know why. So you enlighten us, thank you. You just need to remember, Slav, that it doesn't matter if you place your tower on a hill or not when it's tower versus tower. So don't be afraid to go for towers downhill in a tower war, basically. Anyway, Viper doing a wild migration behind Luis' base to get that gold. Luis knows about that gold, he can see the villagers, but I don't think he noticed. And Viper is trying to push here now, messing his scorpions. He's popped. Luis is not. Luis rebuilds a castle here. Okay, Viper has stone for a castle too. Luis, where are you going with the traps? Oh no! Viper didn't realize what's happening. Okay, here. Oh no! Luis, no! 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 Disaster! What a waste of rest by Luis. 800 gold. Getting some scorpions converted here, but that was so bad by Luis. Well, not bad, but unfortunate, let's call it that way. Just didn't notice. Luis still believes. Military numbers are the same. Economy numbers better for Luis, so he's still definitely in this game. Just how do you stop the scorpions as Luis? How do you stop those damn scorpions? He's now using mainly monks. And Viper is actually the one going for guard tower now. Really? Ah, okay, he wants the Knights of Gold. Nice quick walls by Viper. Luis trying to get a VC here, but he might actually get denied. Or halves. Oh, and Viper is pushing through here, okay. Puts the church down, but not really achieving a lot of damage. Architecture for Viper, Luis still chilled on that hill. Okay. Luis now in trouble. Losing all the villagers here, so the tower is actually working quite well for Viper. He's dropping down below 100 villagers. He's losing now all of his military to the scorpions. And Viper is massing the siege rams for another push on that castle.
Salve.
Yes, once Viper will be popped, he will go for the castle again. Luis still missing Bracer for the castle, still missing second armor for the hand cannoneers. I think that's a distraction, and then he will just push on that castle. Let's see. Yeah, TC got denied, by the way. Viper's gonna rush the tower with villagers? Yeah. Okay, and yeah, distraction is ready. Luis will focus here with military, and then Viper will be like, surprise, motherfucker! And he should clean that castle, but don't send the scorpions back! Don't send the scorpions back! He's trying to convert the rams, Luis, okay. Yeah, but he has no way to stop this castle. You die. That's what you do. Viper. Oh my god, Luis converting 2 siege rams. But the castle will still go down, no repairs coming in for Luis. And I guess we will soon get the GG out. Castle is down. Viper can now go on the hill. Louis still believes he had a very good run in this tournament. He started good versus Viper, winning game number 1, but feels like his time in Wallhalla is running out. He's losing his church with the 5 relics. He's losing his base. Viper is also pushing on this side. Louis dropping down below 100 villagers again. He has no military, 8 military compared to 66. This is over. Viper is the first player to reach the quarterfinals of Wallhalla. Very well played by him after dropping 0-1 behind. Well played by Louis too. Very entertaining set.